Tenth house, one of the most important house in birth chart. It is one of the important house of the Kendra houses. What is the signification of seventh house? It is the external world. It is the society. It is the spouse, business partner. It may be linked with the foreign business. It may have the name and fame, 10th of 10, that is 7th. Name and fame is there. It is the house of pleasures. It is the house of desire. So when 7th house Lord, taking all the signification of 7th house, posited in different house, there will be good effect on the native. When it will be in the benefic, the house will be in the benefic atmosphere, house will be in the benefic conjunction, house will be in the benefic aspect of auspicious planet. But when that particular house under the malefic atmosphere, under malefic aspect, under the aspect of inauspicious planet, then there may be negative effect. House Lord posited in ascendant house, that means first house. What is the first house signification? Personality, physical appearance, body, soul, self activity, self work, all are in the first house. Self talented work, self creative work, all are in the first house. Now, seventh house Lord posited there. Seventh house is external world. Seventh house is society, spouse. So the native will be helpful for all external forces. That means external world will help, spouse will help, that may be house partner, that may be partnership business, that will be helpful to him. So all kind of self-centered work native can do more easily and comfortably, since seventh house Lord posited there. Seventh house, the spouse, strong help of the external, help of the society will be there. Seventh house also takes the pleasure. Seventh house also desire, sacrifice. All section will be activated. Native will do his work comfortably and get his destiny. When the first house is under benefic atmosphere, there should not be any malefic atmosphere, malefic aspects or papkattari. Then the native will do the job. But when there will be malefic, then there are some negative effect may be there. Now we come into the second house. Second house is what is the significance? It is the finance, wealth, speech, food, family happiness, status, all are in the second house. Now seventh house, when posited Lord in second house, the family will be enlarged. The happiness will be more happiness come to the native. By his pleasure, by his desire will be there. Since the help of the spouse, since the help of the society, native accumulate so much money, massive money, wealth, happiness, all will be there. But when it is in the papkattari or malefic atmosphere, there may be negative effect. Now in the third house is the house of courage. It is the house of communications. It is the house of skill. It is the house of media. It is the house of sibling. It is the house of short journey. In this case, it is also the willingness. When seventh house Lords posited in third house, the willingness will increase. The native by short journey get enjoyment. Native by his skill may be a good writer when seventh house Lord posited in third house. Third house related matters will be benefited in the presence of seventh Lord in third house. Now coming to the fourth house. What is fourth house? Fourth house is the house of happiness, family happiness. It is the house of comfort, luxury, property. It is the house of mother. Now here 7th house Lord posited. So the 4th house also the friends connection that will be increased when 7th house Lord posited. 7th house having the pleasure, having the desire. So his desire will increase. He try to get more pleasure with the help of 7th Lord. That may be spouse also. But native have to restrict his journey of getting happiness, controlled way to enjoy happiness in life. When it is in the unbounded, then there may be some problem. So native have to control himself, and he gets utmost importance here, utmost help here. Now 7th house Lord coming to the 5th house. What is 5th house? House of talent, house of children, house of education, house of wealth, house of creations, all in the 5th house. When 7th house Lord is posited in 5th house, native will be great creator, not for children also. He may be creative in creative field. That may be use of talent may be there. A talented work, he may be good cricketer, he may be good musician, artist, he may be a good celebrity. In all cases, the attribute will be more increased. Now, 6th house, 7th house Lord posited in 6th house. What is 6th house? Day-to-day work. It is the house of enemy, it is the house of litigation, house of debt, all are there. It is the house of society service. The native have to serve the society, native have to serve the people. Suppose native is the doctor, he have to do more duties, more sacrifice for the well-being of the society by his hard work, by his dedicated work. Now coming to the 7th house Lord posited in 7th house. It is the highest important. 7th house Lord in 7th Lord posited here. It is the 10th of 10th. The name and fame is there. So the native gets every help from the society, from the spouse, from the external world, from the business partner. All help come to the native. A native, the business will be flourished. Again, may cross the boundary of the nations. Native can extend his business in foreign countries also. And the relationship with the spouse will be very strong here. Bonding will be very strong. When 7th house Lord posited in 7th house. There will be so much married life pleasures, married life desire may be fulfilled here. Now 7th house Lord come to the 8th house. What is 8th house? It is the house of obstacle, house of transformation, house of secrecy, house of inheritance. So all the fields in 7th house posited in 8th house may be some negative effect, but native will get money, wealth, not for his own work, from his spouse, from the society, from the external world. So much money accumulated on the natives. So native will be very helpful, but native have to work hard. Native have to be more motivated in positive work. Native have to more motivated for their bonding, marriage bonding, more motivated. Then the native will success. Here may be secrecy in pleasures, secrecy in desire, but ultimate goal will be fulfilled. Now 7th house lordship come to 9th house. 9th house is the father, 9th house is the teacher, 9th house is the religious person, 9th house is the spiritual journey. In every case, 7th house Lord posited in 9th house. The 9th house, the fortune, will be enhanced. Native will get upstairs in their life journey. Native will get more motivated to the more fairness, a more spiritual path he will accept and get the goal of life. Now 7th house Lord come to the 10th house. It is also an important house. 10th house itself is the name and frame of the work. Here 7th house is posited, 7th house Lordship. So 10th house, the actual work, the status of work will be increased by the help of posited 7th house here. Since here will be support of society, support of external world, support of his spouse. It is not mandatory that 7th house Lord posited in 10th house, the marriage partner will be in government job at something. Not necessary, but he or she, the spouse, will be helpful to the native much more in every cases. Now coming to the 11th house of fulfillment of desire. Here 7th house Lordship is posited. So native's fulfillment of desire, the 7th house will help. That means society will help. That means spouse will help. That means business partner will help. So his business will be more profitable. He will enjoy his married life more easily. He may get pleasure of married life here more than anticipated. So everything will be positive when the house is not under the malefic. Now coming to the 12th house. It is somehow other houses. Here is the house of spirituality brings. Here the motivation is needed. It is the commitment is needed. Here 7th house Lord is posited. If the native make good connection with the society, with the external world, make charitable work, make long-term investment in the societal work, the native will be highly benefited. In the country or abroad, he will be much more familiar and get happiness in the last phase of life with the spiritual journey.